There's a reason I call the spot Sunset Corner, and I bet you've never seen a photo walk filmed like this. Hey guys, welcome to the video. My name's Jared. I'm a photographer who loves shooting cityscapes, landscapes, and all kinds of unique perspectives. Today, I'm going to take you on a photo walk along Baltimore's Canton Waterfront Promenade, and I'm going to show you how I got some great shots of sunset. Starting out the walk, we head to an area of the promenade where you can get a great view of the entire waterfront. You can see Locust Point, Riverside, Fed Hill, the Inner Harbor, Harbor East, and Fells Point, also Canton, all pretty much in one view from one spot. Sunset was starting, and I always like to get a couple shots in right away just to go through the motions, start to get some clicks going. I saw Harbor View Tower across the way, and it was really cool the way that the light was coming in at an angle with the tower just kind of centered vertically in the shot. And just as I had that shot lined up, a solo kayaker came paddling through the frame. I was able to get a cool shot of him. Next, I started walking down the promenade towards Fells Point when a catamaran caught my eye. I was really liking the way that the catamaran was all the way to the right side of the frame. The sailboat masts kind of were in the center, and the clouds still had that nice diagonal angle going. I headed back up the promenade just as the light was starting to get really good, and I found a spot to set up my tripod. I'm shooting with an older camera, the Canon 70D. This camera's about 12 years old, and it doesn't have the best of low light capability, so anytime that I'm shooting a sunset or nighttime photography, I make sure to bring my tripod along. We're getting to a point in sunset that the light is getting really dynamic. I have this one shot lined up where Domino's Sugar Factory is on the far left, and the way that the clouds are coming in and the sunrise is hitting, the light is like funneling right into Domino's Sugar Factory, and it's making for a really good composition. So then I thought I would switch to a vertical composition and zoom in on the sugar cranes. These are the ones that are used for unloading the sugar to the Domino's Sugar Factory. I was really liking how the cranes on the bottom left would leave a lot of room for the sunset clouds and the way that it's reflecting on the water below. Just then, a sailboat caught my eye. There was a family on this boat with a kid swinging from a rope that was tied to the top of the mast. It was awesome the way it was forming a dark silhouette against those vibrant sunset colors. Heading back to the corner, I saw another sailboat in the distance, gliding past the Domino's Sugar Factory. The sunset light was catching the sail of this boat perfectly. At this point, the sunset colors are really starting to come alive. I decided to switch out my zoom lens for a wide angle to capture the sailboats and the full city skyline against that big wide sky. This led to what was easily my favorite capture of the day. The sunset was at its peak colors. I just loved the way that the clouds would guide your eye into the Domino's Sugar Factory, and then you jump forward to those sailboats in the foreground. Switched back to my zoom lens and panned the camera to the right, looking to get some sunset colors set against the sailboat masts. Happy with the shots I got at that spot, packed up my tripod, and walked along the promenade towards the Canton Waterfront Park. The light was starting to fade fast, and I wanted to line up for one more shot before I called it a day. I came to another section of the promenade where there was water on the bottom left with the promenade in the center of the frame, and the lights along the walkway were starting to turn on. That set against the still slightly vibrant sunset sky, now almost getting into blue hour, I thought would make for one last great composition. Thank you for joining me on this photo walk. It's something new that I'm trying, where I'm taking a 360 camera and I'm attaching it to my regular camera as I go out and I take photos in Baltimore and Maryland and other places I'll be traveling. I really appreciate you watching, and I hope that you subscribe so I can keep on making more videos just like this one.